Hey YouTube, I'm sorry, but there won't be any jokes in today's video. My therapist Melissa basically said that I need to stop using humor as a cheap band-aid to cover up my shattered heart, so... God, fuck! My evil nemesis David Pickle frickin' put a curse on me, so that pretty much happens sometimes. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. But yeah, as I was saying, in today's video there will basically be no goofs, no gags, no bits, and most importantly, no horsing around, so just keep that in mind. I want you to imagine that it's 2011 again, on a cool summer night. Party rock anthem echoes quietly from your iPod Touch. The boys are over and you guys are chilling, watching Smosh, and it's blowing your goddamn mind. I mean, Pokemon has never been in real life before this. Here, I've made this graph, and it really feels like anything is possible. The screen goes dark, a new video autoplays. The trailer for the next Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. Drums like thundering footsteps. This old dude talking about something, and the strings kick in, quiet at first, until the score builds, and then the fucking Fusro da. Holy shit! Skyrim, dude! Oh my god, it's Skyrim! Yeah, Ethan, Clyde, Kevin, my fucking dogsters. Let's watch that shit again, boys. I love you fellas. Run that trailer back. I find a lot of meaning in this video game's trailer. Is that weird? My therapist Melissa told me I need to be less ashamed of who I am inside, despite how badly I fucked things up with my boy and business partner David Pickle, and now he's my nemesis and fucking cursed my ass and he's trying to kill me and shit. But yeah, so I guess I'm proud of how much I like this game's trailer. Yeah, sure. You know, it captures something special, the essence of Skyrim in only 2 minutes, distilled down to this 100% irresistible pure fantasy syrup that slowly drips with adventure. I mean, this trailer is overpowering, it's divine, it really will have both your ass and balls levitating, bro, ready to set off on an adventure all on their own. The boys are headed to Tamriel. That infamous Fusro da moment is a cultural landmark that would send chills down my spine at 14 as I replayed this epic trailer over and over again, years after release, saving up my weekly allowance to buy Skyrim on Steam. I couldn't wait to set foot here. Yes, without mods, the combat is simple and dated, even for a 2011 video game, and the voice acting is often, just dog shit.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
Try to sound any less interested, bro. It doesn't help the game's one-dimensional stories that most of the time are written at kind of a middle school play level and are only interesting because of the awesome setting. It all feels a bit thin, like the game doesn't want you to think too deeply about anything in it. There are games out there that have so much more to offer than this. What's there to like? That's what they say. In an attempt to prove their superior gamer taste, Skyrim's detractors will often describe the game as wide as an ocean but shallow as a puddle. I take issue with this. They're not exactly wrong, but it's a very pretty puddle and it really is very wide. There's a lot to splash around in. Fucking detractors, man. I keep finding cool rocks and swords and shit in this ocean-wide puddle. Yeah, the voice acting blows, the vanilla combat can get old, and yes, many of the stories told through this world just reek of wasted potential. Sure, me and David Pickle wouldn't really talk a bunch when we were business partners hanging out. Around him, it was mostly just, chomping kosher spears and pushing product, but for us, it worked. Skyrim really works. For so many people, despite the game only being a few inches deep, I'm going to figure out why. Hey Melissa, it's Henry, your patient. Yeah, okay, I've got a weird question for you, alright? Have you ever played Skyrim? Oh, it's a video game. No? Well, I've been thinking about what we were referring to as the pickle-shaped hole in my desperate psyche. It kind of seems like my love for Skyrim, this game, is the perfect, analogy for what I got out of my friendship with David Pickle. Like he's the ocean-wide puddle, and there wasn't much there, but we would just kind of splash around in the water together, or whatever, though I suppose in this situation, or metaphor, it might be a green pickle brine. What? No, I'm not drunk, you fucking hag. Yeah, we can talk about it Wednesday. Okay, thanks. Yep. Bye, Melissa. To answer the question of how Skyrim works, how this game is so effective for so many people despite its shortcomings, we must first look at how it works, the things that the game does right. But first I'm gonna shit on it a little more. The forgettable main quest fails to deliver a narrative that I could really give a fuck about, especially before I've had my coffee, which is funny. I'm sorry, Melissa, for the little joke, but it really seems like telling a compelling story really isn't Skyrim's goal. There's a civil war raging between two heated political factions, and the writers really refuse to engage with the conflict in any meaningful way. The return of Alduin, the World Eater, is now. I mean, these are the heralded end of days, and the game doesn't really even spend a second grappling with what the apocalypse means for these people in this world. But it's Skyrim, man, and I don't really want it to. Just like how I don't want to get a goldfish, then have him sit smugly in his tank and grill me with questions about the political and economic state of the world right now. I mean, free Palestine, of course, but like, you're a fucking goldfish, dude. Go jack off or something. I don't know, shit. I shamelessly confess that I've only actually beaten the main story of Skyrim one time. It's just never really interested me beyond that. The central plot that starts the game is really just a kick out the door, a tour-de Skyrim, a slap on the hairy rump, and then off you go. It's a way for the developers to toss you a bone way up to the icy crags north of Winterhold and then into the swamps of Morthal and send you scrambling off to fetch, drooling at the maw like some common stray who's a good boy. Every undiscovered tomb or grotto in the radius of your path becomes yet another 30-minute mini-adventure as you, the Dragonborn, carve a red path through the land and deliver untold death unto the masses. It's not the deepest gameplay, but come pop these fleshy XP balloons and feel the throbbing release of dopamine. Don't pause and consider the 10-to-1 bandit to law-abiding citizen ratio. Check it out. This dude's got some potatoes and leeks on him, and your one-handed just hit 84. Here's a new fucking sword. The magic of Skyrim lies somewhere in the synergy between its addicting 2.5D gameplay loop and the untouchable atmosphere of the land. There's the gratifying highs of unearthing stone secrets and gold and treasure, but then crawling out of whatever ancient crypt and spending the next leg of your trip walking, gazing up at the northern lights as they march across the heavens on their own unknowable journey right before a quiet sunrise going north to solitude. That's the yin and yang of it. Skyrim is candied wanderlust, crystallized and sweet, every facet specifically designed to make you lose and forget yourself. The silver ringing of those horns across the open Whiterun plain has never failed to call me back. I mean, they really just let your ass loose out here. A world that feels grand and unreal, like it's full of secrets and epic battles and treasure just waiting to be found, and by God, it is. It fucking is. What a miracle. This dude Bellathor looks like a guy I used to work with at Little Caesars named Richard. Huh? It isn't so much that the positives of the game outweigh the negatives. I mean, they definitely do, but there's also some special phenomenon going on. In that the clunky engine feel and general jankiness and surface level writing and gameplay and slightly dated 2011 character models all melt down into an amalgamation of Xbox 360 era fantasy game core that then feeds back into the meta vibe of Skyrim, the game's atmosphere, its main power source. I dream about Skyrim, and that's half the fun. I remember how free I felt around David Pickle, but not really much else. The artifice becomes core to the experience. I genuinely don't know if I would be as into this game if it was as flawlessly designed as, say, Elden Ring, wide as an ocean and deep as one too. I'm surprised myself to find that I might consider Skyrim to be the greatest video game ever made. I guess that when you have to try hard enough to love something, when it makes you sigh and roll your eyes sometimes and maybe install a mod or two, then that love becomes that much more meaningful. I just wish that I could install a mod in David Pickle's brain that would make him get over the fact that I tickled his pickle. Fucking damn it, David! Fuck. And I don't use the phrase tickled his pickle as a euphemism for any sort of molestation. I mean, I literally tickled his pickle. You know, we were chilling, chomping kosher spears and pushing products, and I reached out and tickled his pickle tip. David didn't think it was funny. Now we've got this fucking pickle curse, and he hates me and he's trying to kill me and shit while pushing product all on his own. I had a dream a few months ago that inspired me to play Skyrim again. which in turn gave birth to this Skyrim video that you know I've been working on, Melissa. In this dream, I'm in my childhood bedroom. I'm playing Skyrim on my computer at my white desk like I used to do, and I'm having the most wonderful time. It's nighttime in-game, and the northern lights are green and glowing, but the soundtrack is too quiet, I think, and so I put on my headphones to immerse myself, and God, does the soundtrack sound good. My dream flesh seemingly melts away, my vision loses its periphery, and it's just Skyrim. Then the game crashes. I'm confused. What happened? Where did Skyrim go? It's not here on my desktop. I see Adobe Premiere and open it, lost, but this isn't it. I want to get back to Skyrim. It's nighttime in the dream, and my blinds are open. It's very dark out there. Anything could have been peering in from where I cannot see out there in the dark, and I was just playing Skyrim. I look into the black glass. I look into the black night. I look towards my mom's parked car in front of the house, and my fears are realized. There's somebody unknown sitting in the driver's seat. I see their white hands illuminated on the steering wheel, and the rest of their form is obscured in shadow. I run, terrified, to my parents' room. There is a threat imminent, and we need to protect each other. I burst in, and on their bed find empty blankets. They're both gone. A hazy gray dawn starts to break through the windows. I run back to my room, and now illuminated by the fastest sunrise ever, I can see in the car, in the driveway, that it was just Mom and Dad sitting there taking bong rips. Yeah, that's the end. What does this dream mean, Melissa? I mean, there's gotta be some message from my subconscious there, right? What the hell? Melissa, you're a fucking dusty old fucking dried up bat. Shut the fuck up. No, how the fuck does that dream suggest an unhealthy fixation on past comforts that prevents me from truly moving onwards to greener pastures of happiness? You're dumb as fuck for a therapist. Fuck. I'm sorry that got a little heavy and cerebral. I mean, I've got a fucking pickle curse, so imagine how I feel all the time. Oppressed. I'm hungry, man. You know, if you still don't get it, playing Skyrim is like eating a really good chocolate chip muffin. The bread of the muffin, is this bread? What the fuck is this part? The shit that isn't the chocolate chips is like doing business in Whiterun. It's like training your smithing skills. It's like exploring an unremarkable cave. I mean, those parts are fun and rewarding. They're essential to the muffin. Neither half works without the other, but then your taste buds hit the chips, those ooey gooey little pockets when you suddenly find yourself surrounded by early morning fog, the sweet melty chocolate of a flowing cliffside pool. I mean, dog, I would let buttplug Randy have his evil way with me if only I could sit for 5 short minutes on those cool rocks with a burning misdemeanor clutched lightly in my left hand. You know what time it is. In no particular order, here are my top 5 Skyrim smoke spots. Enjoy the section. Number 1. Chief in your dorm room at the magical College of Winterhold, your very own ancient corner of this stone place of discovery. This lesson's boring as fuck, bro. Desargo, dude, pull up to the fountain of infinite knowledge tonight. We getting geeked off that Spriggan sap and looking into lost arcane truths. Fucking tap in. Number 2. Spark up at the great porch in the back of Dragon's Reach Palace by this lonely table with no food on it. This place is cool because of the sweeping view, and also sometimes they'll take a dragon and just straight up put his ass in a situation. That's what I like to see. Number 3. The Elder Gleam Sanctuary is home to a big old gnarled tree that wears a magenta halo of sunset. There's a pool of cool blue water to sit by, and there's nowhere else you need to be. Fuck the main quest. I'm not going to work. I'm thinking about my theories. Number 4. Wandering the streets of solitude at night with the northern lights once again out parading in the sky. Get blasted under the spiraling hawks and lose yourself in the cobbled pathways. Look, the lights are so high up. Can you believe that? Number 5. These huge purple mushrooms in Blackreach give you a glowing fungal gazebo to rest under and remember what exactly you're doing it all for. Girl, that pussy would make me cry. Welcome back. Shit. Melissa, I'm genuinely in a ditch right now. What do you want? Yeah, I'm hiding from David Pickle. You're telling me you tried Skyrim and you think it's a surface level and boring experience? What the fuck? Okay, yeah. You know what, Melissa? I'm gonna tell you a joke. Yeah, I'm not supposed to. I'm telling you a joke. You ready? Knock, knock. Henry. Henry, who isn't your fucking client anymore. Bitch. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yes, fucking fucker. Goddamn. I had to fire Melissa, the one who used to be my therapist. I mean, goddamn, that bird was a drag. I said to her once, and she didn't understand, but I said, Melissa, doesn't it sometimes feel like we lost something when we evolved language? I mean, the petting of an animal is just a simple, continued exchange of love. Hi, I'm here, without any of the complex crudities of human interaction. There's no wrong thing to say, no ill-timed jokes or misinterpreted social cues, and so it's all just effortlessly right. It's an acknowledgement of each other's warmth on a higher instinctual plane where the only ideas being communicated are happiness and comfort, which really mimics the best of human relationships when you reduce and boil them down, evaporating language away. Is that shallow? I don't know. I mean, oftentimes it just comes down to the fact that I'm a simple-minded, peevish asshat and I don't really know what's going on. And you've been listening to me talk. I'm not your dad. Fuck this therapist shit. Let's go do more drugs and play Skyrim. Pull up tonight and we'll blow through this ounce till we're sitting there smiling like a Mr. Beast thumbnail while listening to two Hollis deep cuts. I really don't fuck around. Despite everything I've said in this video, I still don't fully grasp why Skyrim tickles me so. I mean, it's mysteriously greater than the sum of its parts. I've described to the best of my ability how this game has made me feel since my first playthrough. The secrets around every corner, the slightly retro nostalgic vibe, the one-of-a-kind atmosphere, but those answers don't really satisfy me. They feel like eating a salad with too little ranch. Not wrong, but simply not all there. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. Maybe in using so many words and metaphors trying to distill Skyrim down into video form, much like that 2011 trailer magically does, maybe I've written myself into a hole deeper than the game itself, that ocean-wide puddle. Maybe I used too many adjectives. Maybe it's been so long since I've seen David Pickle that maybe we've both changed so much. Maybe we wouldn't even get along anymore if we made up. Maybe we would. Maybe there's nothing there. Maybe it's all on the surface. Oh, my fucking legs, dude.